But the wonderful thing about coaching is I found me. I discovered my purpose, which was not tied up in what I do, because that changed. I changed jobs, federal employee, state employee, nonprofit employee. I changed jobs, so that job couldn't be my purpose, because when I changed job, I mean I ain't got one. Or my purpose was wrapped up in somebody deciding to hire me or not. I couldn't live that way. Those were my missions. But I knew my purpose was greater than that. So when I came into the coaching, I've already said coaching versus therapy. There's life coaching, and in life coaching, there's marriage, couples coaching. You have so many areas where people like to do things with their lives beyond their own ability. Relationship coaching, I also do relationships. That is my foundation, and self-discovery, personal development. So they fall under relationship. Health and wellness, we have Eric Thornton here today. He is a health awareness coach, wellness coach, and he'll be saying a few words to us in a moment. ADD, ADHD, hospice, business. So, and what I found when I came back from Okinawa was that the Bible Belt, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia, was not really open to coaching. Because if you don't get it from the church or the school, you don't get it. And so some people thought it was taboo. So I spent more time telling people what coaching was and the benefits, far greater than I was able to. And Keisha, I'm trying my best not to move, but I want to walk. I'm not. Far greater than I was able to practice it. You all have heard of acting coaches. How come we allow people to have coaches in the NFL and the NBA and soccer and football and Little League? It's important enough for sport, but it's important enough for your life. Is your life that important to get somebody to come and help you along? That's what coaching can be. What are the benefits? You get clarity and direction. A lot of times you just need to be heard. I have some clients that when I'm on the phone with them, I don't say, I'm talking now because I'm being informational. When it comes to coaching, you allow the client to hear their own wisdom. You have to, because if you give them your wisdom, they can take it or leave it. Yeah, that's what she's saying. But if you let them hear their own, they got it for life. So that area of unconditional support, when's the last time you had unconditional support? Inspiration and transformation. Information to implementation, that's one of my other specialties. We are inundated. How many of you got internet? How many of you got your cell phone? You can Google and YouTube anything. Can you? Can you? Some of y'all look like y'all ain't never heard of Google and YouTube. I'm going to get you trained tonight. No, I'm just joking. But you have that, we have access, it's at our fingertips. Sometimes we get too much. Sometimes we get too much. But that was the last time you implemented consistently. I go down my Facebook page, information, this, and it's just another scroll. I read it, get up, turn the phone off, and I can't remember half the time. I mean, it had to be something, really big for me to remember it. But how many of y'all scroll Facebook? Don't nobody. Solutions. So you have that listening ear and taking the pressure off decisions. When's the last time you had a decision you really needed to make and just being heard, or the work, being able to work it out before you walk it out? That's what coaching can offer. And encouraging strategic moves and change. Change is going to happen. Which side of the change you going to be on? Forced by it or causing? It's so much better to cause it. It's so much better to say, this is what I want to change, and do it, versus something knocking you over the head and having to change. Advance, please. How I coach, I said I'm a self-discovery coach. These ladies too have endured what I would call rigorous. You can see a little bit about my personality based on how I'm speaking. I hope it's not too forward, but this is who I am. Because I don't think it's a joke. I don't think it's a game when God allows someone to come to you to help them with their lives. We laugh, we have fun, but it is not a joke. God will hold me accountable for how I serve you. God held me accountable for how I serve these ladies. And so they will be held accountable for how they serve. I told my dad years and years ago that I wanted to start a place called Crack House. And he was like, what? Not a drug. Come on, I couldn't tell the bishop a drug. But there were points in my life where I feel like I fell between the cracks. And people fall between the cracks all the time. The crack between humanity and divinity. We're human beings made in the image of God. But how do we not fall in the cracks and the gaps? And when we do, what's there? How do we go between reach and relationship? You want a relationship with somebody, but you don't quite know how to do it. Or you want a relationship with a new job or a career or function. How do you go from reach to relationship? How do you go from dreams to manifestation? This is a dream of mine. I have graduated 11 people from my coach certification and 7 from my coach training program, but this is the first public graduation. So yay! And the reason why I went public is because I felt like people needed to see what coaches look like, and they're not all just white men anymore. And we do a banged up job because, and the whole thing of it is, I'm so glad I was brought up in a diverse environment with military. White friends, black friends, Hispanic, men, women, and that allows me, I believe in my relationship with my brother too, allows me to cater to men better for some reason. Because I tell you what, men never have to ask for permission. I can talk to a gentleman about being coached, and he said, oh yeah, I'll do it, or no. I talk to a woman, I got to pray about it and ask my husband. And that's how your household works, that works for you. Let in my house only lives in Jada's room. And that's not because I'm big and bad, because that's a big dude. That's because we operate on the foundation of love, friendship, partnership, and purpose. This is what you see here. This dude designs a lot of this stuff. And he is amazing. But I do content for him. It's purpose. It's all about purpose. So between transitions and decisions, we transition every time we move. Every time I moved as a kid, I had to show up as a new kid on the block. We moved 13 times as new kids. Sometimes it was different schools, sometimes it was just, sometimes it wasn't. And you show up as a new kid in class every time. Or when I change job, you show up as a new chick on the block. And y'all know that's a problem. How do you get through that? I didn't have that. Everything here I experienced and didn't have a soul, I felt like. Some of it because I was being pompous and arrogant, thinking that I could not trust anyone, thinking I was better than the advice or the listening ear of a person, until I took a chance. I had to really get myself together. One thing that we do, as someone may say, well, why would Diane or Robin go through a certification? Some people say, I have friends. My friends coach me. Well, that's wonderful for you, baby. But my friends don't roll like that. I'm just going to let you know. I got some great friends. I think when it comes to relationships, I have hit the jackpot. But a lot of times my friends can't coach me because if I'm going through, it's like, this is how my friends are. If I do something and go to jail, I can't call them for bail because they're in there with me. If I have the opportunity to have company over, and I got an event going on tomorrow, if I have company over, I don't clean up for my friends, I clean up for company. I don't clean up for my friends. Because if my house is dirty, which thank God my dad was I don't know what he was, but we just were clean. But should I need my house clean? I don't do it for my friends. They come over and help me clean. That's the kind of friends I have. So I don't have the kind of friends I can go to for a lot of good advice. Because they can be like, girl, where you at? Especially I got a lot of male friends. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't have those type of friends. My relationship with my husband cannot handle the weight of everything I have. This beautiful man here, well, beautiful, you want to be handsome or beautiful?
Where do you come from?
You know what? When we were first married, everybody has a pet name for their spouse. When we were first married, his nickname back home, he's from Charleston, South Carolina, his nickname was Boss. I don't gotta look like Boss. And I was like, I can't go from Boss to Baby, that don't sound right. And then in the military, he was Mac. That's how I got TracyMac. Even though I wasn't in the military, I was TracyMac. And I said, what can I call him? So one day I was just looking at him, Lester probably. And I And I said, that's my So I called him my Oh, hey, you blushing. So anyway, but you can see different aspects. I'm gonna leave that alone. But you may say, why would they have friends, they have a pastor, they have ministers, they have parents, whatever. All people don't have it like that. And if you do, God bless you, heaven smile upon you. Everybody doesn't have it like that. So some people turn to a professional. Not only that, a professional can be with you non-judgmental. What goes on in the session stays in the session. I don't have a confidentiality policy. But I don't have a reason to tell your business, but I tell anybody, please tell people about mine. If you were to go get your car fixed, and your cousin Willie could fix cars, you could depend on a shade tree mechanic. Have anybody ever got a cousin or uncle or friend? Have they done a good job? Okay. And have you had the ones that your car was over there, they took all the parts off? you couldn't ride. You couldn't, it's probably sold them. That's our relatives, nobody else in here knows. But there's something, and I used to work for a store that did tires and automation, and I worked in the finance office. And there's something called ASE certified that you see mechanics have on their sleeve to let you know they have done something to prove they know how to fix your car. Not only that, Willie and them ain't got no computer. You can see them out there now with their laptop jacked up to your car trying to work it out if you want to. But your car, now you take it and it's diagnostically examined by a computer, right? So sometimes you may not have somebody with that, but can he get the job done? Yes. Can your friends get the job done? Yes. But if you buy a brand new Infiniti Q56, you are not going to let Willie work on it all. That is not, coaching is not a regulated field. That's why you got jackleg people out here messing people up. That's why we got some people attaching coach to their name, and they give people 3 points in a poem. That's why you have some pastors and their wives, which God bless their heart, who are becoming coaches, and they're charging people for what I know my parents used to do for free. Just help them. I'm not a nonprofit organization, so I don't do it for free. And I ain't no pastor, so I don't do it for free. These ladies don't do it for free. I'm glad you're here. Most of you are friends and family of them. This launch is to allow you to shift how you see them. Sometimes people don't do the shift when you go from, where's Anita? Sometimes people don't do the shift when you start a business and then you start charging. And that's fine, but you have to shift. I've been coaching professionally for 10 years, going on 11 years in January. And I had a call just yesterday, if it wasn't for the fact of me jacking up somebody's identity, the call said, hey TracyMac, I know I need to get your coaching services. I see what you're doing and I heard about what you're doing, and such told me how you helped her. But I just want you to call me and we can chat friend to friend in Jesus' name. And I haven't called back because I'm bold enough to say in Jesus' name, pay me. You understand what I'm saying? You say you're a professional of help. You're supposed to help people for free. That means the mechanic fix your car for free. How many of you have pastors who are not ordained by anybody or they're self-proclaimed pastors? That's fine. It happens. God calls people to ministry outside of organized denomination. That's fine. But when you even want him or her to be submitted under something greater than themselves. So when these ladies attach themselves to TracyMac, it's attached to CTA, it's attached to ICF. We have a lineage. Also consistency. There's some things we pass down through coach training that allows them to have the consistency and the continuity of the profession. Wording, language. So you can go from one transition from one coach to another and have a wonderful experience. And then accountability. They were excellent. I'll say some more at the end, but I gave them a fit. Go ahead. That's fine. Y'all graduated now. You gonna cuss me out. So, but I coached individuals, couples, groups, keynote speeches, different things as such. And as a matter of fact, I won't go into it a whole lot now, but what you're experiencing now, what you will hear from these ladies, people say like it's the tip of the iceberg for what we really offer. I won't even say it's the tip. You know how an iceberg may have fresh dust, snow dust on it, and you just get a dust tonight. This is just dust. So I invite you, and I'll let you know about it later. We may do it here, depends on the size of the crowd. We may go to our larger venue. January 17th, Empowered by Purpose. You've got like 60 some odd days left in this year, maybe right at 70, I'm not sure. You can end this year with a bang, but how many of you want to go into January 2015 with a boom? On purpose, on task, mission, ready to go. Delve into your assignment and do the darn thing. I need a big applause today.
Purpose Production.